The opinions in the following podcast are the expressions and ideas of each individual host and not a reflection of 210 culture as a whole. So please take it all with a grain of salt and enjoy the show. This
¿Qué más le gusta de este parade?
No me shut up, man. No me.
It's a reflection of San Antonio, you know, and its music too, man.
the
And the pride of the great Lone Star State are NBA champions. They are
210 Culture Podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 23 of the 210 Culture Podcast, the Dr. Pepper edition. Because just like Dr. Pepper, we're made up of 23 different insides that you will never find out about. And like always, I'm G.
I'm Dom.
It's your boy Lou.
And this is our first official episode since the comeback where we're by ourselves. No special guests, no special podcasts.
Finally, we can let loose a little.
So we can go ahead and just let all that gas out, you know.
Sound bunky.
Oh, you need some Mentos? You need some Tums?
I didn't have a fart sound ready, but you know, we've been busy getting all that coin. So we're back like always. We're back quicker than a heart attack. And
I should know. I had two of them.
Mario.
And yes, our soundboard is back and in color. I know we don't use it too much when we have guests because I try to be a little bit more serious on the show. But today is the Fuck It edition. So
Fuck it.
AKA the Fuck It edition.
Fuck
Dr. Pepper, fuck it.
So
Fuck it
before
up.
we start
Fuck
here,
it, drink it.
we're gonna go ahead and hit you with our theme song for the episode.
Yeah.
That's all you get. That's all we can afford for copyright reasons.
Copyright.
But,
damn it, Hasbro, give us some toys.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump in like we always do, starting with what we did this weekend. So like always, I did absolutely nothing. No, I went to work Saturday, and then
We had a lot doing on the weekend.
We had
actually.
a lot this weekend.
You did a lot. We did a lot.
I went to work, and then while I was at work, Louis was shooting our latest episode of Food Truck Foodies.
Yeah, go check that shit out. You can see it on our webpage and also on Instagram. If you have me and 210 Culture on Instagram, you can check that shit out.
And Facebook.
And Facebook.
Yeah, so we have that going there. It was Bob and Timmy's on Wheels. Shout out to them. They hooked it up with like 4 pizzas, a dessert pizza, some pasta.
Oh, damn.
They had
Shit, even the dessert pizza, dude, was bomb, dude. So if anybody ever noticed those 4 boxes of pizzas and the 2 plates of lasagna, I did not finish that shit by myself. We had Donna's parents to help out. And G helped out a little bit.
Yeah, I came back after and I had ate some
Took
of
a
it.
bite or two.
But that buffalo chicken pizza is dope. I wonder if they're open because I'm kind of hungry. I'm down
Let's
to go get one. I'm down to go grab one after the show. Yeah, and then Saturday night I went to go see SPURS.
Los Spurs. Speaking of Spurs.
Who started their win streak that night.
Hey, I like the way they looking.
As they played...
They finally got a W?
Yeah, I forgot who the fuck they played.
They got a couple W's, actually.
They played OKC. They shut down Westbrook. It was pretty good.
That dub.
The only reason why I'm not too sure what was going on is I spent most of the first half chilling out with Carlton Zeus. Shout out to Carlton Zeus. Big fan of Carlton Zeus. So me and him got to talk.
Want to do that mixtape?
I tried getting the release date for the album. I was trying to get that 210 Culture exclusive, but he wouldn't let me. He was tight-lipped on it.
Where's that fire?
He said he's working on the last song, and then he's going to see. But, you know, he said check him out at Oyster Bake, and he got some other secret stuff coming out that I can't release. And then Sunday, we went to Commander's Watch Party. You guys were there with us. Shout out to the Commanders getting another win. Putting them back at 500 at 2-2, which we'll get into in a little bit.
Yeah.
With a very big game coming this weekend, which we're going to be at Stout House, actually covering the game
stout on.
again. And our newest signees to 210 Culture are going to be hosting it for us.
Oh,
Put them to work.
Cute. I remember my first watch party.
So, yeah, and of course,
my first beer.
and then of course, yesterday, shout out to what was his name? Something Walker.
You're talking about Robert?
There you go. Robert Walker. Robert Walker, Texas Ranger. Shout out to him if he's listening. I don't know if he listens or not. Probably not after he hears this.
And his boy Phil as well.
Yeah, shout out to Phil. Phil's was great host for us.
Phil, the tech master.
So we were out there yesterday at Papa's Burgers, for those who don't know who they are.
Burgers.
We were over there on the west side there getting our burgers on and getting some exclusive, juicy behind-the-scenes details that we're not allowed to release.
We're tight-lipped.
But, you know, unlike other certain newscasters who think they got the top secret on the news.
Wink, wink.
Hey, Heats. We got it first. And nanny, nanny, boo-boo. Because this is my show and I get to do what I want. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Definitely check out that video next Wednesday for Culture Creation number 11.
Yeah,
finally at 11, guys. 11. Can you believe we've done 11
we're like double digits the second week in a row.
Yeah.
We getting there.
We getting there.
And so I think it's time to get ready for some team building too, because team building ain't that far behind. I think they're on number 8.
Yeah, we slacking on some team.
But
we need our squad to come along.
But I mean, when we're busy putting out everything else, it's kind of hard. But we'll try to get some more team building in. We know y'all guys really don't care what we do as team building, so we focus more on the food. But yeah, we had a good weekend. I know y'all guys were with us most of it, but anything out of the ordinary other than that, guys?
Not really. Like, my weekends are more of during the week. So I mean, it's a lot of just, you know, adulting. Try not to get too much into the adulting. Try to be more of the fun, but can't do one without the other. So,
and then you go to work.
You know,
then you go to work and you just like
fucking bullshit.
Exactly.
But yeah, and shout out to our dog Zoe, who's here chilling under the desk, looking all sad and shit. But
such a weird dog.
It's about time she ain't barking at me.
I know, she's just chilling. She's our executive producer, since our executive producer got a night job now, so she can't come and moderate.
Wah.
So you know.
Are we talking about Karen?
Stupid. Oh, wrong one. What I meant was.
My feelings are hurt.
What I meant was.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
I lost it. What happened to the?
Hey,
this is what happens when our soundcheck guys on vacation.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
I was looking for the bitch, but apparently it got deleted.
What?
Whatever.
Bitch.
You meant the first comment when it came out.
Stupid. But let's go ahead and jump into some of these topics, since there's really not much more to talk about the weekend. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the San Antonio Spurs. So the Spurs played against the Thunder on last Saturday, like I mentioned, and they won with a score of 116-102.
Oh yeah.
They played the Denver Nuggets the next couple of days later on the 4th, and won with a score of 104-103.
Oh yeah.
And then the last game of the week, which was on the 6th, which was yesterday, was against the Hawks, and they won again, 111-104.
Uh-huh.
So the question is, how long do we think this streak's gonna last?
Well, you know what? You
As
know what
long
they
as
say?
we
There's no
want.
place like home.
As long as we want, that's what.
There's no place like home.
Yes.
But it's strange though, because we're usually an away team. We're usually winning at other people's houses, but you know what? It's good that we're winning at home. But I'm willing. When playoffs come, we got to be able to do both. So these are gonna be some long postseason games, I think. What do you think?
And with this lucky 3-win streak that we have going, it actually bumped us up to 7th place. So as of right now, we do have, I think, like a half-game lead.
Got to keep winning.
We have a half-game lead over 8th, and we have a full game lead out of being out of the playoffs. So that's a good sign. As of right now, if it was to start, we would be playing the number 2 Denver Nuggets, which I never thought I would be saying the number 2 Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, I've never heard that since Melo was with them.
And I think it's funny because now the whole like conference is flipped backwards from the way it was like 8 years ago.
Remember when Chauncey was with the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I was gonna say, I think it's funny because it's like just showing how like after years of being knocked out in the first round and sucking ass, how like everything switches now, and the people that were like at the top now that their players are retiring, how it just like rotates down.
Right.
So yeah, you have Golden State with their super team that fucking never gets old.
It's all money, buddy.
So they're still in first with leading the Western Conference. Then you have the Nuggets in second place by a game.
Wow.
And 43 wins, and then you have the Nuggets. You have the Crotch Rockets, 5 games back total, at 39 wins, and that's actually where things get interesting because 3, 4, 5. This is the whole Eastern Conference. Where's the West? 3, 4, and 5 seed are all tied right now with the same record. It's just the head-to-heads that separate them in seeding. So literally, technically, the Spurs, pretty much, if you think about it, are like the 5th seed. and actually even then, they're tied with the Jazz for the same wins, but the Jazz have played 2 less games. So that's why San Antonio's 7 as opposed to 6.
That makes sense.
And then, of course, you got the Clippers rounding off the 8th seed with the Kings.
Yeah, I would have thought we would have heard the Kings in playoff
In
range.
9th place knocking at the door, with the Timberwolves also there in 10th. And, of course, the Lakers still have a chance, but the Lakers are 6 games behind making the playoffs with or 8 games back with 18 left to play as of like Tuesday.
Yeah, if they ever have any chance of making the playoffs, they need to sit LeBron down and let the kids play.
And of course, in last place, the Suns with a 15 and 51 thing. And of course, the Bucks over there leading the East, and the Raptors coming in 2nd place right now. 2.5 games back at 46 wins. And you got the Pacers, the 76ers, the Celtics, the Pistons, the Nets, and the Heat wrapping up top 8 with Hornets, Tony Parker Hornets, and the Magic and the Wizards pretty much knocking at the door to try to get in there on the 8th seed there.
Everybody's trying to get Zion.
So with 18 games left,
they're trying to lose to get Zion.
I think we'll make the playoffs. I don't think we'll get far. I would hope to be wrong.
Yeah, I know.
But realistically,
we're so used to them
realistically,
winning.
I would say maybe we get out of the first round and probably get stomped at the second.
Well, I mean, they are the Spurs. They're full of surprises.
And I totally forgot that Lonnie Walker was today at Bush's Chicken down the street here doing autographs at 7. I totally forgot.
Wow.
But
you were working. No, were off.
I was off. I could have gone. I just totally forgot. I totally forgot. Because I was busy worrying about the video that should be out by now. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. We know Louis is not really a sports fan, so we're going to keep him out of this one.
Yeah, stay over there. He's like that kid that got chicken pox. Stay over there.
He's that kid that got the measles. Shout out to that kid who got the measles.
Shout out.
Leave my people alone.
What happened to my sound? It's broken. Wrong one, but I'll work with it.
Vaccine. We need it. Vaccinate your kids.
Welcome to the Purge.
It's the town of measles.
Actually, do you remember that game, The Plague? Or have you ever played the game?
Oh, yeah.
Phone where you start the diseases?
We have to put everything and see what bacteria or virus.
Yeah.
Kills
so
people. Yeah.
They updated the game, and they actually included now anti-vaccinators as a way of transporting the disease.
Anti-vaccinators.
And they're that literally makes the game pretty much winnable within 10 minutes because you just give it and it spreads so fast.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Any last thoughts on the Spurs before we jump to the next topic here?
Just keep them W's coming, baby.
Go Spurs, go.
It's Spurs.
Let's go, DeRozan. Lead them.
El pinche Spurs.
One more time before we let go, because I totally forgot.
Yeah. What you forgot was
the Compton salute to DeRozan. And anybody who thinks the Spurs are going to lose this week is stupid. So, jumping into more sports news here in San Antonio. The good old Commanders play this week again, and I need some football themed thing, but for now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So the Commanders hope to take advantage and get first place in the West Division as they take on the Arizona Hotshots. The Commanders played last Sunday, which if you weren't at the watch party, I don't know where the hell you were at, as they defeated the undefeated Birmingham Iron by winning 12-11. After the win, the Commanders are now in a prime position to move to the top of the West Division, and will take on Arizona this weekend. The winner of the game will get the number 1 seed in the division. So even if the Hotshots win, they will take the top seed. So we're sitting right now with 500 with 6 games left, and Arizona and San Antonio are 2 of the best offenses in this league. Who do you think will come out on top dominating this week?
I think Commanders, bro.
Exactly, Commanders all day.
All day.
That's all I gotta tell the Hotshots.
Well, you know what? I don't know, man. I just need, honestly, our defense has been coming out. Our offense is what we need to keep rolling to the end of the game, man. Because we start off strong and then end up slowing down at the end, and that really kills us. I mean, our defense is doing all they can, but I mean, defenses get tired too.
Well, let's not admit that those referees at the end of the game were just
fucking bullshit.
I mean, come on, man. There's a lot of bullshit penalties there.
I'm like, what?
But if anything worse comes to worse, we can just sign Johnny Football and have him starting right away. Throw 95 interceptions.
Yeah, Canada don't want him. I guess we'll take him back.
But yeah, no. Of course, Farrell, our running back, for those who don't know who he is or can't remember his name, actually got Player of the Week this week for his.
He's been eating up yards.
Yeah, so they gave him Offensive Player of the Week, which was dope. We had some. Let me pull out the injury report real quick, because we're the official Commanders. We are Commander Central here as well, so I should have had this put up earlier.
Commander's charge.
Let's see here. So injury report as of 3 hours ago. For the Commanders here, we had.
I think there were more of the Iron players that were injured than we were our players.
Yeah. So our defensive linemen, Winston Craig and Matt Gooden, didn't practice Wednesday. Gooden did practice today, limited. And then the tight end, Kohl also didn't practice. He's suffering from a lower leg injury. Matt Gooden is suffering from a head injury. And Winston Craig is suffering from an ankle injury. And then from the hot shot side, they have concussion, 7 players that didn't practice over the last 2 days.
That's right. Welcome to Texas play, y'all.
2 of them being a receiver, a linebacker, and then a defensive back, and then the other 3 are the linemen, which is not a good thing that they're hurt, but it's a good thing for our defense because with the offensive linemen, if they're starting offensive linemen and they're replacing. The replacements aren't that good. Our defensive line should have a field day all day.
Well,
but seeing how our defensive lines are hurt, that might offset the fact that their linemen are hurt. But that sounds pretty interesting. And
they never really played a real Texas team, so you know what? Welcome to Texas team, man. Commanded
and then
football, baby.
According to power rankings, we're number 3rd now. We moved up. Birmingham still stayed in 2nd. Birmingham, honestly, is just, I would say, overrated. They lost to they beat 2 teams that have 1 win each in the whole 4 games. So that's not really a good schedule. We're the toughest one they played, and we beat them. So that's fun.
Might and then playing them later.
So I think we don't play them because we only play. God. So the way the schedule works out is that you play. Because there's 4 teams in each division, so you play your division 3 each team twice. So that's where you get your first 6, and then you play each of the other division once.
Oh, okay.
Since there's 4, so that way you get to play everybody, and that's how they decide.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. So that's how that goes there, and of course the playoff game will be April 16th. So if they win and go to the playoffs, we're gonna have it here in San Antonio. And then on April 20th, 420 is when the playoffs start.
Ooh.
On 423
I like that
is
number.
where the championship is going to be in Vegas. And it against
so I'm ready, got my bags packed, so...
I wish somebody sponsor us so we can go fly out there, man. I'm totally down to go fucking broadcast out there.
It's okay, we just need one person, I'll go.
You can pay for it, you have fun with it.
I mean, if we need to, man, we'll bring you along if you
I'll
pay for it.
I'll sacrifice with the team.
Or you could just hop in one of the bags and maybe fly out or something.
Oh, dude, you can email yourself. You can mail yourself.
You can mail yourself, put it
big ass bag and shit. But yeah.
Damn, this is heavy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to
I watch my weight.
Shout out to the War Room Podcast, who are our co-sponsor, co-hosting when we have our watch parties. Shout out to them. And we're gonna have another one with them this weekend. On Sunday. Game's at 7 o'clock. It's going to be at Stout House. We'll be out there with some photos.
It's late, so it's adult time.
Yes. It is not kid friendly. We do apologize on that, but it's a bar. So
let's have a couple drinks.
It's a bar. What do you expect? But yeah, they reached out to us and said, can we have it there? So we're going to have it. Those who don't know where it's at, it's located next to Silverado on 1604 in the little shopping center. It's right in there. I'll be there late in the evening, but I'll be there before the game's over. So you can come say hi to me.
So when is it again?
Sunday night.
Sunday.
It's at 1.
Sunday night. This Sunday.
Okay. Sunday.
Yeah, it's 7.
And then, which of course you might not make it because you might be at the Michelada Festival, which we gotta get with you later.
I'm gonna be drinking micheladas.
Yes, because
on company dollar.
Well, we'll talk about that after the podcast here because I don't want any documentation.
Spoilers.
So if anybody's had a michelada, let me know how it tastes because it'll be my first. I'm a virgin.
It's tomato. It's have you ever had tomato juice?
And you agreed to this?
Actually, no.
Okay. Have you ever had like a shrimp cocktail?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever eat the like tipping sauce that comes with it?
Yeah.
Okay. So picture that with beer.
But like,
all different types of beers.
Whatever they have there.
Everybody uses a different thing, and then they'll put like olives, and depending on where you go, they all do something different.
Damn, they better put some shrimp for some ceviche and shit.
Some places do.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like a Bloody Mary, except instead of vodka, they use beer.
Oh yeah, we talked about this. I never had a Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So
I mean, I had a Mary that was bloody.
Stay tuned for Lewis's famous adventure for micheladas.
But yeah, we're gonna definitely do a +1 on that Sunday.
Big surprise.
So our team is gonna be kind of split up all over the place Sunday.
Tell me about it.
But Saturday we're also gonna be visiting Rooster's, the new food truck. So we're gonna be visiting
Rooster, like from the ranch, like
I wish
that show, that Netflix.
No, it's a new food truck that opened up, and they actually give you.
They don't really serve Rooster, do they?
They do have chicken, but they do first
Roosters.
responders get 15% off there because it's owned by like a ex police officer. So we'll learn more about their story and have that for next week's food truck foodies, which will be super dope. What else was I gonna mention?
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, so this week is pretty packed too for us. Not as packed as last week, thankfully.
It's still pretty packed.
I gotta go see the Tigers of the North that Saturday night as well. So they're coming, and we got tickets. So we're gonna go check them out at Cowboys. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fun, packed weekend like always. And then of course,
and we do it just for y'all.
And then of course,
'cause
next weekend is the Boss
You
Lady's
fans.
birthday. So
yeah,
we're gonna be celebrating Boss Lady's birthday all weekend. That Friday, that Saturday.
Yeah. So what'd you get her, Louis?
Huh?
That's the right answer.
So she don't really listen to all the podcasts. I guess we can all plan it here. Everybody send your tweets to.
I can't, dude. There's no right gift to give to.
Just get her makeup there.
Please,
And-
everybody.
I mean,
everybody
there's
tag us.
one. I mean, there's only one gift, and that's what's that shit called?
What?
It's that shit.
That no, the fucking that.
That fucking shit.
Fucking bullshit!
It's that shit.
No, what's her name
shit.
that makes that on the stuff? Beautiful women.
I mean, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're supposed to tell women they're beautiful. Yes, that's correct, Louis.
I don't want to tell them that because it makes them feel
Whatever
special.
you're talking about, I don't care.
Dude, that's what she tells me, bro.
That's
Bro,
exactly.
Donna's so mean.
I know.
I love Donna.
J.O. listens to this. We can say whatever she wants. She mean to me. She beat me. She R. Kelly's my ass.
That's why Zoe's hiding near G.
She pees on you?
She R. Kelly's me. She ties me up and doesn't feed me for days.
So does she pee on you and put you in the closet?
No response to that.
Take
Have
that
y'all-
as a yes.
Have y'all seen that video where it's his interview with like CBS, and they mix in, they put the Trapped in the Closet music while he's like ranting because he starts like crying and stuff. He's like, and everybody's like in the comments are like, it's just another episode of Trapped in the Closet. Somebody redid it with the music. Shit's hilarious.
With the court case.
Yeah, well, they're talking about all this like shit, and then he's just like, but they mix it with the
That's so funny.
with the Trapped in the Closet, so that shit's fucking hilarious. But do you want to go ahead and read the next case while I try to find that so we can play a snippet of that?
How did we get on this subject?
I don't know. We just started randomly talking about what we had ahead, which I was supposed to do at the end of the show. But best part of the show today, we just kind of going around with it. We don't have anything.
Well, we do have a couple things.
I mean, we still got a few stuff that we can think of.
I mean, we're on good time right now. So
I wish we were live.
what? We are live.
No, I'm talking about live, like where people can see us.
Oh.
I would tell them, hey,
Well,
yo,
I'm like, I feel a heartbeat. So
if anybody has a number they can throw at us, we can prank call them right now.
Oh, you know, you have a thing that you can go Instagram live there. So
Oh yeah, you could.
No shit.
But we know you don't have that many friends. So.
I do got friends.
oh, so I found.
I know,
just-
we're right here.
They just don't come around.
So I found the video. Here it is.
case. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you've never held anybody against their will. I don't mean to think I would. How stupid you ever held a R. Kelly? When all I've been through in my way past, how stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through? Oh my God, just think I need to be a monster.
It's like the
Girls, yes, they
episodes.
will chain them up in my basement. And don't
the best part about all of that is watching it and like seeing like the Trapped in the Closet series. It really does look like it's part of the series, and I'm like, it's fucking hilarious. It's great. And of course, if you're looking for a guilty pleasure to watch that grown up adult Doro that we were watching right before we started the show. That shit's pretty funny.
Adult Dora.
Hola, soy Dora.
You ever done cocaine?
Soy boots.
Have you ever done cocaine?
I have.
Yes. Oh my god, so funny.
But back to San Antonio news, I guess. We have Boerne city leaders addressing new homeless camps soon. Since Boerne is rapidly growing, they're facing the issue that comes with the process. A homeless camp was set up near the intersection of I-10 and Highway 46 near the spot where panhandlers are asking for money. One man who has been living in the camp for months says that he does not like to be panhandling and would rather work for his meal. City councilmen of Boerne are trying to connect with larger agencies in San Antonio to be able to come up with a solution to this big city issue that Boerne is not used to. The Boerne Church of Christ and the Hill Country Daily is helping people battle homelessness. What would be a way to bring homeless down in not only Boerne but in San Antonio as well? Good job wrapping that around, Bay. I'll tell you how. Hold on. I lost it.
I mean, it's almost like that South Park episode with Cartman trying to kick out all the homeless
You
people.
just jump all the homeless people on a skateboard. No, this is how you get rid of all the homeless people.
Run.
Purge?
This is the commencement of the annual purge in Boerne,
my
Texas.
God.
For the next 24 hours, rednecks are not safe. Mexicans are not safe. Black people don't live here. But if they did, they would also not be safe. Everything is legal except robbing the nearest Whataburger, Dairy Queen, or Pizza Hut.
Don't you dare touch that Whataburger.
And having sex with your cousin is also legal because it's also all crime is legal for 24 hours. Enjoy.
Emphasis.
And that's how you solve the homeless problem.
Well, I mean, I honestly think, like, for the homeless, I mean, we should have, like, people, like, you know, of course, like, seeing what their needs are, seeing where they're at mentally, because a lot of people are homeless because either, one, they came from military background, you know, coming back, they have PTSD, all that, they need medicine, they're not able to afford medicine, and, I mean, if we could make plans, like, to assist them the best way that we can, I mean, that's cool. They don't want to be handed money, but they want to be able to afford their meal or be able to work for it. So, I mean, we should give them the tools to do that. The people that are wanting to do that.
Yes. Yeah, and I just feel like it's a tough situation because you have to grow as a city to provide the jobs.
Definitely.
But then even when you do provide it, it's one of those like...
Do they want it? Yeah.
Do they want it? And then are they even qualified for the jobs you're creating? You know what I mean? Like, they're like...
I mean, it's not that hard to flip a burger at McDonald's.
Well, no, but how many McDonald's can you put in a small town like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like San Antonio where you can put one on every other
Well, there's
block.
a lot of barbecue places. Put them in a barbecue place.
I mean, we can always be like that one city that hires the homeless to actually pick up the trash, everything that's going on, and they provide housings for them, dude. Like, it's not good apartments, but it's still a roof over your head where you have your own
something.
room. You have your own refrigerator, and they pay them, dude, just for picking up and keeping the city clean. I mean, I don't see why we can't do that. We have so much land. We have so much people that we can actually have people or the homeless that who actually want to work and actually make a living. They can actually just go around picking up the trash, actually making San Antonio look nice again.
Yeah.
My whole thing on it, which I always thought this was a good idea that, you know, if we ever get big enough, maybe we can actually implement it, is why not kind of...
I mean, we're bigger than Austin, so...
Well, why not kind of steal the concept of prison without actually being prison, if that makes sense? So what I mean by that is, in prison, most of the shit that's done there, like cooking the food... other than the guards, are done by the inmates that are there. So why not create like a homeless shelter where they can like work to kind of keep it going, where they don't really per se have to work because all they're doing is helping out pretty much. And in exchange of helping out, you get to stay there.
So kind of like halfway houses?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I haven't been to a halfway house. So
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like basically, like they all are together. You have your own money and everything, and then you just provide for each other to keep the place going.
Yeah, and that way, like the place can use like wind power. I mean, it's gonna be kind of expensive, but use like wind power turbines. That way, it's not costing them.
Everybody ride a
electricity.
bike, make the electricity.
Well, yeah, like use a turbine instead of wasting money on having to come up with money for a light bill. You have the turbine providing the light.
Remember Rick and Morty?
Have like a garden where like they can grow the fruit. I mean, yes, not every vegetable you can grow there, but if you have people that are assigned as farmers, like older people who have like the green thumb, they can be in charge of it. Help
like
provide
have a little
the food.
garden outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
if they're producing their own produce, obviously they're not gonna have cows out there like downtown San Antonio where they can like get cow for meat. So like stuff like that, yes, they'll still have to like go out. But if you limit the cost of whoever's running the place from having to pay out of pocket or get loans for it, and you don't have to pay for volunteers because the volunteers are the homeless people that are there. And then all you have to bring in is maybe like a registered nurse once a week or twice a week to check on the people.
Or necessarily, even to do a good sized population, you would need about at least 10 nurses, 2 doctors.
Well, yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like where they would be willing on their free time, but it's a lot cheaper to pay the nurses, the 10, 20 nurses to have them there, as opposed to having to pay for volunteers to come and do the whole staff that don't want to be there anyway. And that's what's like, the homeless people there, if they don't want to go at any point, they can go. Right. But they're not having like, it's not a legitimate job. They don't have to apply for anything. They just kind of one of those like community things.
Oh, they just like, come in and then
they come in and, hey, do you have a room? Yeah, okay, cool. Even if you fit like 5 little cots in there and that's it, like, okay, like it may not be the best like room situation,
but it's better than sleeping in the streets.
And yes, and you get fed and stuff, and all you have to do is just give a little bit back. So that's where I kind of feel like that would be a good solution. But like you said, same thing. You may provide it, but if they're not going to want to do the work, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of people that are homeless, and I'm not saying all are, and you can quote me on, not all are, but most of them are also, drug users, heavy drug users, or maybe they're alcoholics. I mean, we all have our own vices. I'm not saying that we're better than anybody, but
some people can handle it better than the others.
Exactly. Some people can handle, like, there's people that can drink before and after work, during work, and they can function perfectly. But not everybody is like that. So, I mean, hopefully, I hope a lot of homeless people do get accepted to, like, a program to help them get their life together.
Hold on one second. We're not saying that to work while you're drugged up or intoxicated.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that some people can handle it.
So we don't want everybody saying that, we heard it on 210.
I said, I'm just saying that some people can do that, but not everybody's that person.
But if you are that person and can do it, well, then more power to you.
Yeah, more power to you. I mean, get your work done, son. Get your bread.
Yeah, I used to take some shots and go to work at some job that's not currently chased.
I used to drink a few beers and take a shot before I went to work. Thanks, Tom.
Well, I told you, don't be a little bitch.
Sometimes it makes the calls a lot better. I mean, not that I do that, Chase.
That's why we don't hold a styrofoam cup or a Yeti cup.
I have a Yeti cup.
I have a Yeti cup. I have 5 Yeti cups.
My point exactly.
I don't have phone cups.
Let's go ahead and jump over to this next one here. Neighbors are upset after man paints his house pink. So there's no HOA where Pflugerville resident resides. He decided to paint his home pink. Rodriguez, the guy who owns the house, claims that it's his dream home and says that it matches the Austin aspect of Keep Austin Weird. Many neighbors who are nearby are not happy about Rodriguez's house, and the only remedy for them is to file a lawsuit, which many have. If there were or are no HOA rules, what would you do to your home? I put some stripper poles in that bitch, inside and outside.
Well, I mean, if I could do whatever I want without the rules affecting me, yeah, I mean,
it's your house, dude. It's your thing.
Like but the HOA, like, were in effect, if they weren't in effect, because they do say for certain neighborhoods, like they say you can't have this much of this or you can't do that to your yard.
Your grass has to be exactly 3/4 of a length long, and then they come with a little ruler and they put it on the ground, and they're like, "Nope, that's 5/8."
Fuck that. Dude.
Yeah, there's neighborhoods like that, gated communities, suburban homes, shit.
It's mostly the gated.
Have you ever been to Alamo, like the Alamo Ranch area? I mean, that's
or Lock and Terra.
Don't get me wrong, dude. Their houses are beautiful,
nice.
dude.
Yeah, that's why they keep it there with the homeowners association. But I would honestly, I would like to add on to my house as much as I can, and I would like to have like a little, because sometimes they don't allow like certain plants, especially like bamboo. If I wanted to have like a little Asian garden thing,
sure, bamboo. Let's go with that.
Yeah, whatever. They'd probably be like, "No, y'all can't have that."
But just like here,
it still goes against you're buying your dream house, or you're buying one of your dream house, or something that comes close to your dream house.
Yeah, but it's even like here where we're only allowed to have one dog because of the regulations here, which it's.
Yeah, if you had 2 dogs, one has to be a service dog.
Yeah, so that's kind of where that falls with us here too, which is
kind of fucking stupid because I see like fucking people with 3 dogs.
Yeah, I just
4
saw
dogs
outside.
Well, if you live here, you can have 2, and a service dog, so you technically have 3. But
what if you're a service?
One of the neighbors, he's like, I got a service dog, and they gave him a second one because the first one was supposed to, go to the doggy park in the sky. And that dog's still alive. So they already told him, like, you need to get rid of one of the dogs. And he's like, well, I'm still waiting on this one to kick the bucket, but he's still alive. So what the hell you want me to do? I'm like, okay, well, get rid of it. Take it to the pound or something. Go put it down. I was like, dude, that's stupid.
What?
Like, he needs the service dog. It's not his fault that the dog outlived what his expectancy was. Because I think the dog has, like, cancer or something. And they're like, dog's going to die in 3 months. And he's like, it's been 6 months and dog's still here.
That's so
sad. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's dumb. And
doggies.
And I finally found it.
Oh, bitch! Finally.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's Austin. What do you expect? Pflugerville, it's Austin. They're the biggest douchebag assholes anyway. So
yeah, they are, dude.
No lie.
The last person. Well, I used to live in Austin, so I've been to Pflugerville. I've been to Round Rock. I've been to Georgetown, dude. It sucks all the dudes speeding tickets and all the cops over there, and it's pretty cool, but their regulation for the houses is like really up the fucking ass.
Yeah, bro. Up the ass. I mean, I thought Austin was weird. Now they're being strict. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
they're being anal.
How the fuck are you supposed to keep it weird
if you can't be weird? Yeah, how can you not be weird? If I don't know, that sucks. But I guess whatever, Austin, be yourself. Do you?
Looking at that, bitch?
That's what I would say when my neighbors. Actually, that's what I said with the neighbor over here. When I was taking the trash the other day, he came out of his house to see what the fuck was going on, and I was just like,
"What the fuck you looking at, bitch?"
And he's never come out since.
Oh,
I think he moved out. I think I saw a for sale sign the other day.
Oh, good.
But yeah, as we're getting close,
making a good impression on the neighbors already.
Oh hell yeah! So we're gonna go ahead and go to this last one, which I'm assuming Donna just cried because it had the word Kohl's in it. But Kohl shrinks stores and leases the extra space to Planet Fitness to let all you fat asses know you can buy cheap shit after you work out. It says Kohl and Planet Fitness has teamed up to be a side-by-side in an effort to draw customers. Teaming up with Planet Fitness has been the latest creative tactic to court customers. Since online shopping is becoming increasingly popular, Kohl's decided to shrink their store in order to save money and lease out the space to Planet Fitness so the gym company can gain exposure. What do you think about this tactic? Will it work? What 2 companies would you like to see side by side? A liquor store and a strip club. He's like, it's perfect.
Perfect.
He's like, you stole my idea.
But I don't know. I don't think that tactic would.
What about a pawn shop and a donut shop?
Then you're gonna have cops when everybody's. They're giving the stolen shit to the pawn shop, and the cops are gonna go in there and take that shit. Nah,
that is a good question. But
that is a good question. What 2 places would go together?
Chicken and waffles and a strip club.
Well, you already can get chicken and waffles in most strip clubs.
I heard you can get a steak as well.
Oh, you can, dude. It's called the Landing Strip over there in Austin, bro.
Oh, you sound like you know it well.
I do, dude. It's a big ass fucking 24-ounce steak with the fucking big ass side fries. I heard about that.
I would say a boutique shoe store with like a jewelry shop. That way you can get your kicks and your chain before you walk out the door.
There you go, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. I mean,
we already have Whataburger and Spurs, so
yeah.
there's that. You already have HEB
A
in
check
the bank.
cashing place with the liquor store. There you go.
I mean, we got A&W and Long John Silver's.
That's just bomb.
Yeah, definitely bomb.
But yeah, I think it's funny though because at least in San Antonio, there's only like 3 Kohls, so that means they're gonna open like 2 more Planet Fitnesses.
Like there's one over there by Bandera.
Yeah, one on Bandera. There's one on 1604 and 281, and then I think there's one over in Alamo Ranch.
Alamo Ranch area. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh shit! I almost forgot about KFC and Taco Bell.
It used to be KFC, Taco Bell,
It's
and
called
Pizza
Choro Valley.
And what was it? It was Pizza Hut and
KFC and Taco Bell all together.
Oh no, Pizza Hut and Wing Street.
Well, Wing Street and Pizza Hut are together.
So it's the same thing.
But it used to be KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. But then they switched owners. I only know because my wife used to work there. At the ones that were all 3 in 1.
Yeah.
And she actually said in the one Valley, it was actually Long John Silver's, KFC, and Taco Bell together.
Holy.
And I was like, no, that doesn't exist. Shut the fuck up.
I know.
And then I got slapped.
And then
But
that's my ass, bro.
But yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't really work because, or at least not here in Texas, because Kohl, or at least San Antonio, because Kohl's isn't that big.
Yeah.
I could see that maybe with like a Burlington or maybe a Target and a Planet Fitness. That'd be like where it would really key off. But here, I don't see it being a big deal.
Yeah. Not too much. I mean, you might get a little increase because online purchasing is really big. Online shopping is really big, and I mean, but the thing is about Kohl's, aren't they like kind of like?
Yeah, but the reason that the online shopping is big is because they're big people. They don't want to drive.
Yeah, they're online. Like so, if you make more Kohl store and shut down the online.
Well, I think it's like one of those in theory because you have the gym membership to Planet Fitness and you're going to the gym.
Yeah, but here's the fucked up part. You know, when you finish, there's that day that they actually buy pizza. That's fucked up.
I'm supposed to lose weight and you're giving me more.
Planet Fitness is the average Joe's of real life average Joe's.
Yeah, pretty much. You go in when you want to exercise, feel good.
You eat the pizza while you're working out. You're just like, oh.
You go to the gym. You're gonna lose weight today.
I literally have Planet Fitness just because it's cheaper. But I hate Planet Fitness with a passion. I've actually had the stupid bell thing go off on me once.
Because you're like, ugh.
Yes.
You
can't grunt or anything, or like wear like the tank tops with like the really thin ass fucking like spaghetti strap type tank top.
Yeah, you can't show off like and all that.
Yeah. Because are
y'all fucking serious?
Yeah, I'm fucking serious, man.
Swear to God,
you can't grunt or yell.
No, swear to God, I got flagged one time, and they were like, can you please keep it down and not be loud? Because I was doing the dumbbells and I was doing some stretches. I was just like, oh, and everyone's all, I was just chilling there, and all I hear is, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, sorry, can you be quiet? I was like, there's nobody here. So yeah, but it's part of the policy that we have to tell you. And
you're
I'm
disturbing the others. Who the fuck is here? Casper?
Other than fucking Donna's chilling in the corner and she's there with her headphones on, yelling and screaming and shit. I'm just like,
fucking bullshit.
So
I would have been like, I stubbed my toe. What the fuck you want me to do?
I know, exactly.
I was stretching. I don't know if a fucking shit was gonna come out. I was trying to pinch my ass.
And it's like, if screaming's bad, I feel bad for your girlfriend.
You're too loud.
You're too loud.
Please be quiet. My mom's next door. Here's some Hot Pockets.
That is the alarm, bro. Your mom comes in. Papa, what are y'all doing?
Nothing.
We're learning.
That would suck, right? Like if y'all had that alarm clock and that alarm that goes off if your girl's.
Woo! Fuck that. Nah.
All right. So, that pretty much wraps up our show for the most part, but we still have some time here. So,
still got time to kill.
I'm deciding what we want to do.
Excellent.
Okay. So, what we'll do for the next
15 minutes.
We'll go 5 minutes here.
5 minutes.
We'll do 5 minutes. So we're gonna play a little game here. We're gonna call it idea pitch. I'm gonna go on Instagram, and I'm gonna just shuffle. I'm gonna roll my finger twice through the thing. Whatever it stops, we're gonna pitch a movie based on whatever the fuck the picture is. But like we're just gonna continue. So like I'll start it, and then you're gonna follow off of my movie, and then Louis is gonna go off of you.
Okay.
And I'll tell y'all when like to stop like pitching the movie.
Oh, you gotta go off of me.
So.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. So we're gonna do 2, just for the sake of 2. So 1. Shit. What the fuck? 1.
It slipped in.
2.
That was 3, bro.
That was 2 because the first one didn't go through. So we'll go with this one, which is the fuck is that? Okay, we'll go to the next one. Tomatoes. So the picture is tomatoes. Shout out to Mafioso Tees. This picture we landed on. So the story's gonna be about tomatoes.
Oh my god.
So you're just gonna pretty much continue off of me from there. So go ahead and start that right now. So
Right, meow.
okay.
Right, meow.
So the story is gonna be about this one tomato. It's kind of like the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
They already made it. It's called VeggieTales.
No,
Dude,
that's a whole different
I'm
one.
not that old, bro, that I remember that movie.
No, that's a different one. But yeah, so there's this tomato. It's an animated movie.
Okay.
It's like Sausage Party, but way better. So it's about a tomato. Tomato was walking around because tomatoes can walk in this movie. They have regular.
Do they walk or roll?
They have legs. They don't roll. They have regular legs. And the tomato went to
Do they
war.
wear shoes?
So the tomato went to war. He just came back from Italy because that's what makes this funnier. So he was in Italy where he had the big great food war of 2020 because why not? And it starts off with him like in a battle scene and his friends are getting like crushed by these giant ass breadsticks because that's what they use as bullets. And like you see like the tomatoes like getting like stabbed and they're just like turning into tomato sauce. It's just like so like you know how like so like a bunch of them like die in this pool, but instead of it turning into like red water, it just turns into tomato sauce to make it look fucking hilarious. And he's like barely makes it, and like at the very top of his tomato, he like caught a breadstick, or like he almost caught the bullet, but he didn't die. It just like pierced the skin of the tomato. So he so he like comes back and he's like post-traumatic syndrome, but he has like it all bandaged up the whole time. And the bandage is going to be one of those stickers you put on the tomatoes. So that's like what's on his head the whole time because he has that brain damage. So then he has to like adjust to life back in the grocery store because apparently that's where they live before they go to war. So he has to like adjust from there. But everybody like, you know, obviously the point of living at a grocery store is to get picked up and go. So he's just like sad because he's like old as fuck and nobody wants him because he's damaged.
Damaged goods.
And
that's the name for your movie.
Yes. So he's like, oh man, what am I going to do? And I really wish we didn't have tomatoes because I don't know what the fuck I'm going with this. Yeah, so he's like going and he falls in love with this beautiful box of graham crackers. Or graham cracker.
What the fuck?
Because Mexicans.
Mexican. Graham crackers and tomatoes?
But, you know, the graham crackers though, because they're
why
brown.
Not a cracker?
Because graham crackers are brown, they're all like cholos and shit. And so they're like all like voiced by like typical Mexicans like Cheech and Chong and
then Gabriel
Iglesias and George Lopez.
Hey man, what are you doing there with that tomato?
What if like marshmallows weren't the only thing we smoked?
Let's actually smoke the lettuce.
But yeah, so he falls in love with this graham cracker. And he tries to go over there, but
so they use cracker puns.
Yes, they use cracker puns throughout the whole thing. And they're like,
I don't know what they think about this.
And they're like, we don't accept your kind here, boy. And he's just like, oh well,
you're too fat and lumpy.
He's like, we don't like damaged goods around here. You think you're all cool because you've been fighting over there in Marinara, Italy. And he's like,
what you doing with that breastplate looking like a penis out of your fucking forehead?
Your turn, Lou. You take the rest story now.
Wait, so we're adding on to this?
Yes,
you're supposed to go. I'm last.
No,
No,
you already
now.
started. It's easier to roll off of yours.
No shit, right? Fucking bartender's getting pissed off at him with the fucking goes, do you have a fucking breadstick sticking out like a penis out of your fucking head? Well, look in here, sir. I fought for the war so you can roll around, walk around, whatever you gotta do. You're over here with one leg. Sure, I should be working at IHOP. For the shit that I've done and I've seen, you never dealt with so many graham crackers that I have slept with. I crushed them crackers. I like them brown, toasted. little bit of marshmallows, chocolate drizzle.
And then they get to the graham cracker tomato sex scene.
So, hold on. I was going somewhere with this.
Oh, yeah.
What was I doing? You're telling me how you just survived the war. Oh, yeah. All right, IHOP. I told you. Me and my wife came back here, wanted to set a good life. Thought I saw this bar, thought it would be cool. But you got to make fun of my breasted-looking penis. How dare you?
Wait, how does he have a wife, but he's trying to hit up the graham cracker?
He wants something that just crumbles underneath him.
Oh, God.
Next minute, they want to spread the segregation between crackers and tomatoes. You want to lay down the sauce.
The sauce.
Dumb your necks.
Take it away, sir. Take it home.
I don't know what to think about this. And after the sex scene with the graham cracker, he totally pasted all over her.
That tomato paste.
Yeah, so, and then the graham cracker ended up somehow getting impregnated by the tomato, causing a new kind of graham cracker, which is tomato-flavored crackers.
Ketchup-flavored chips.
Literally, yeah. So, from this, it's like, basically, the whole story is that they're persecuting the tomato and the graham cracker with a new creation that is abominable. And so they're all chasing after, and they're killing all the graham cracker kind and tomatoes because of this mutation.
But then at the end of the movie, he ends up having surgery to get the breadstick removed, and they make him completely whole again. But in the process, he loses his brain. So he gets brainwashed, and they end up naming him Bob the Tomato. And he ends up finding Jesus Christ, and he ends up meeting up with a cucumber named Larry. And then they start VeggieTales.
Took a whole circle around,
and that is the prequel to VeggieTales.
Exactly.
All the way around.
That explains so much what happened.
So thank you for listening to
half of his brain missing.
I may not be the smartest man in the world, but I do know what love is, Jenny.
My name is Betty.
So let us know in the comments if if this was something you'd like us to do more often on the show, if it was a good old slapper, and you'd like us to get more coins on this, or if it was straight up trash. I will never do it again.
Just give us your output. Put in a comment what you want to hear. We'll come up with the story.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure one of us three can come up with a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to go at the end of that.
I wish we would have had something else but a tornado. I was hoping for something way better. And
I got a bunch of stories. Whoever want to come up with stuff. So
we could have ended up with like Crown Royal and Pub Ale.
Oh man, I have so many stories about that.
Or we could ended up with a sign that says "Don't buy a girl a drink, buy her a taco. Girls deserve tacos."
Oh,
I think that would have been a little bit easier. But anyway, we got that done.
We got tomatoes.
We finished that there. So this is our shameless plug part of the show, where we go ahead and shamelessly plug everything. So, of course, like we mentioned earlier, Saturday we're going to be at the Block shooting with Roosters.
Old stomping ground.
Rooster food truck.
Yes. Tomorrow I'm probably going to go make a few appearances all over town.
You also got Tigres del Norte.
Yes, that is also Saturday. We'll be out there.
Seaway.
Look at that.
I don't want to invite y'all because I want good seats. But yeah. And then Friday as well. Shout out to Bear Market or Bare Knuckles. They're gonna have a market here on Blanco, right next to Blanco Cafe. They're gonna have like this night market where they're gonna have a bunch of different vendors.
Oh, wow.
So Diamond, I forget their names, and I feel bad because I'm gonna butcher their. Diamond Printing will be out there as well, selling stickers. So we're gonna upgrade this table with some of their badass stickers. Shout out to them. If you need stickers or want to buy stickers, reach out to Diamond Press. Of course you have I forgot. Louis also went to Santa Chinga on Saturday. I totally forgot about that. How did that go?
Dude, it was badass, dude. I'm fucking watching. What's her name? Was it
Lindsay Snow.
Lindsay Snow. Oh my god! Shout out to Lindsay Snow, looking sexy as fuck.
Apparently the other bitch did some shit that was like unplanned.
Oh yeah.
They really like got into it. Like,
yeah, dude. At the end.
Yeah.
That was unrehearsed. It was badass though. Don't get me wrong. But dude, she body slammed that fat bitch. Honestly, dude, there was like so many big people that were there. I don't know how that stage was actually standing up. I'm surprised that none of the fat guys actually went through.
Shout out to Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hell yeah.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
But it was pretty badass, bro. I took my brother Mingo and his girlfriend, and it turns out that his girlfriend was kind of iffy about it. But until these two wrestlers came out, apparently her and her dad know Drago.
Drago
So
and Aerostar.
by the time when he came out, dude, she screamed. I didn't even fucking know what to expect, and she's a quiet one. So
wow.
So she was happy that she got to see Drago.
So she's a screamer, huh?
I don't know. You would have to ask my brother.
So yeah,
just at events.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty badass, dude. I got to meet Papa Pilote, Papa Ilote, and what's his name, Mike
Hood All Stars Entertainment. DJ Mike Hood All Stars. Don't forget the DJ
and the boys.
DJ
and Papa Lote. Shout out to him.
Papa Pilote.
Shout out to everyone that was out there. And then yeah. So they have another event coming out soon. I don't know what the date is on that yet.
Yeah, in May.
There you go.
Pilote is actually leaving to Japan.
Yeah, so he's gonna go to New Japan, and then I think I'm safe to announce it now because I know that was the second part. Is that they got invited to go to the temple for Lucha Underground? Am I correct? Okay, I'm gonna say I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly they got invited to go join Señor Cuerno over in the temple of Aztecs of Lucha Underground. For those who follow Lucha Underground, so shout out to that. But yeah, the After Dark Bare Knuckle Market on Blanco, that roundabout area where Blanco Cafe's at. Definitely go check it out. You're gonna have all the stores are gonna be open late. So Blanco Cafe is gonna be open late. The Antique Store, Lulu's Classics, Pepper's Antiques, the SA Furniture Finders. Everyone in that area is gonna be open late. Their stores, and then they're gonna have vendors on the street. So you're gonna have Bare Knuckles is out there. Bearded Cartel is gonna be out there. Chi-Chi's is gonna be out there flipping birds like always. Who else am I missing? Diamond Printing's gonna be out there, and that's just a few of like many people that are gonna be out there. Bad Pins, The Junk Ship, Pretty Shiny Things, Texas Trash, shiny. And of course the most important person of all, our boy Bowie, out there with the ZB Zombie books. Make sure you get some of his books and support the man. He's been a great follower and supporter since we started this. And we are actually co-hosting his event, his book release party, next Saturday on the 16th. I totally forgot about that. So yeah, 210 Culture will be presenting the book signing. Actually, or is that this weekend? No, it is the 16th. Mm-hmm. For the release of his new book, The Room 26 and the Kaiju of Carrizo Springs. So we're promoting that as well. So we will definitely be there next Saturday. Before we go celebrate Donna's birthday and shit. So definitely check that out. And of course our watch party Sunday 7 p.m. at Stout House. We'll be there with the War Room Podcast. Shout out to War Room Podcast.
So anybody want to head out of there, show some love for the Commanders, the War Room, 210 Culture, just hit us up. If not, follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, even Facebook. Just give us a shout out. One of us will be posting videos about on Instagram where we at, who to meet up with, and who to chill with.
Yes, so we'll definitely be out there giving out prizes. And what else am I missing? What was Sunday? Oh, yeah, Sunday we'll be filming a Michelada Festival Madness at La Gloria. Shout out to Chef Johnny for hosting another wonderful event. I think if I'm correct, is all his actual stores are competing. So each one has like a signature Michelada, and you're gonna go and like try them out or whatever from the chefs. So that's pretty dope. Also shout out again to Papa's Burgers, who's going to be on the next episode of Culture Creation, dropping Wednesday. Shout out to them. It's family, man. That place is definitely worth checking out. They're number 4 in the Forbes top 10 for last year.
Number 4 in the nation.
And the food does tell you why, but the service itself is what puts it over the bar. And that's what they stress over, which I mean, I know it's kind of hard when there's burgers all over the place, but definitely go out of your way one day and just try one.
Just one bite will bring you coming back for the atmosphere.
Yes, and then be watching out because they are doing big moves. I'm not able to release everything that they're doing.
But you should definitely try the burgers.
But just know that get ready to try the burgers and get ready because if you've never heard of them, you will hear about them within this next year. They are going to be running San Antonio pretty soon.
Tell them 210 Culture sent you.
Exactly. And
chicks with dicks.
Wrong place.
Wow.
Wrong place, sir. Wrong place, wrong time. And then, of course, like I said, Culture Creation Wednesday, food truck video on Thursday, and podcast every Friday, like you're listening now.
Every Friday.
Hey, here's guys. Next week. So we may have a special guest next week. I don't know yet. I got to see what the schedules look like, but we're trying to get either advertising guy who was on last week's episode or our boy Drew. I really forgot about them. Shout out.
Advertising
Shout out to advertising dude, Greg. Shout out to Drew.
Oh, dude, you can't say that, dude. We go live. You can't say you forgot about him.
Oh, I don't care.
Especially Drew that looks like from Balls of Fury.
Well, that's why we saved the best for
Randy
last.
Daytona.
We saved the best for last. But shout out to them. They were out there with us last Sunday at Ventura.
Much love. Much love.
Much love. We appreciate all the
much
time.
love to the potheads.
We appreciate
And,
the time.
the heroine.
Shout out to
Lady Heroine was out there.
Yeah, I think her name was Kelly or something. I can't remember her name.
She was pretty cool though. I got to talk to her outside last night. I mean outside.
Outside that night.
Yeah.
That cold night.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to everybody there. But fuck the homeless guy. That fucked everything up.
I mean, dude, I wouldn't mind seeing his 3-bedroom, 3-story house.
No, even his 3-room house.
You know I've been to war. Tell a joke. You ain't funny.
And motherfucker was laughing. And shit.
Abby was her name. So shout out to Abby, the other comedian that was out there.
What up, Abby?
Yeah, so it was Abby, Drew, and Greg. So definitely shout out to all of them.
And all the bands that played that night.
Yes, all the bands as well.
Yeah, shout out to the punk rockers.
Yeah, and then the vendors that were out there too with us, painting out, and we were freezing outside, but it was fun. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show because I don't got any other plugs. Other than
yeah, we're out of potatoes.
Other than
Nestle Toll House.
Oh, Nestle Toll House too, but also Texacola is having a launch party tomorrow, Saturday at B&B Smokehouse between 12 and 2. So if you want to go check out the newest soda brewed here in San Antonio, definitely check them out. I'm going to bring a couple of cases, and next week on the show, we'll go ahead and drink some and review them and see what's going on. So with that being said, like always, I'm G.
I'm Dom.
It's your boy Lou.
And thank you everybody for listening to episode 23. And remember, 210 Culture,
Bringing
bringing the best of 210 Nation.